Hello, everybody, and welcome to your virtual studio. Today we have a 30-minute stretch and release class. So whenever you are ready, just find a comfortable seat on top of your mat. That could be in a kneeling position or just an easy cross-leg position, wherever you feel most comfortable and most able to really just check in with your body. So just a moment to get there. And then once you arrive, just make sure that you are comfortable enough just to melt there for about a minute. And then let your hands just rest somewhere in your lap or over the top of your thighs. I invite you to close down your eyes and just settle into the space, noticing what is around you, your environment, whether you're at home, you might have some kids around, you might have tucked yourself in a little quiet corner of the house. So just start to notice whatever's around you. Let that be no barrier to your 30 minutes of self-love and self-practice. So whatever's going on around you, see if you can bring all of your attention, all of your focus right into this little space surrounding your body and surrounding your mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose. A nice big exhale through your mouth. And we'll do that just 2 more times. A deep breath in through your nose. Deep breath out through your mouth. And once more, a big breath in through your nose. Deep breath through your mouth. With our last exhale, just gently draw your chin to your chest. Gaze back to the sky and stretch through the front of your neck and throat. Tuck your chin back to your chest and stretch down the back of the neck. Let's do that another couple of times, just noticing any tension starting to fade. Feel the muscles in the body and the ligaments and the tendons and all that interconnected tissue starting to loosen out. Nodding the head up and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find a big head circle. Any direction is okay. Move slowly to find that full range of movement. Stay this way just for 4, and for 3. Stay for 2, and for 1. Let's gently reverse the direction. Go the other way with the head. Move slowly, gently, move easily. Feel into that range of movement. Just 3 more here. And 2. And once more. And as you return back through the center, just give the shoulders a little bit of a wriggle. Blink open your eyes if you have them closed. And then we're going to move our way into a 4-point kneeling position and begin with some pelvic hip rocks. So just your normal 4-point kneeling, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. You can start to push the floor away and rock the hips back to your heels. And then gently rock forward so that your shoulders come just to the very top of your fingertips. Drop the hips back over your heels, shoulders forward to the fingertips. Now, as you start to rock forward, think about stretching your fingertips as wide as you can. And then as you rock the shoulders forward to the top of the fingertips, can you feel a beautiful stretch running through the wrist, maybe even the forearms, and also through your finger pads and your finger knuckles. So stay with me for 5, and 4. Let's go for 3, and for 2. Just 1 more. Rock forward, and then drop the hips back towards your heels. Roll your body around to the left, then to the right, back to the heels. Over to the left, to the right, and back to your heels. 4 more this way, left to right, and 3. Go for 2, and for 1. Let's reverse it here. Off to the right, over to the left, back to the heels. Over to the right, to the left, drop it back. 4 more for me here. And 3. Last 2. And once more. Find your way back to 4-point kneeling now. I'm going to wind the hand out. So we're walking away from each other. So we're turning out, externally rotating. So walk your right hand and your left hand away from each other. Now you might need to walk them back a little bit closer underneath your armpits. And then see how far you can go. Can you get your fingertips towards your heels like a happy cat, a cat does when it's trying to get comfortable? Press the floor away. Then start to wind the hands back out. A little happy cat. And then once more, we're going to wind them out. And then wind them towards your knees as far as you feel comfortable. Stretching out across the forearms. And then we're going to wind them back. Drop your hips over your heels and give your hands a big flip. Clasp your fingers around the back of your body. Stretch your elbows nice and straight. Puff the chest up. Open out the collarbones. Hinge your body forward. Lift your butt away from your heels. Let's go thumbs towards the sky. Draw your forehead towards the floor. Maybe rest it, maybe hover it. Completely up to you. Stretch your thumbs higher and further to the back of the head. Stay for 3, for 2, for 1. Gently raise up through the forehead, drop your hips over your heels, and release the hands rolling out your shoulders, lifting through high knees. Step forward with your right foot. Pop your hands over the top of the hips. If you need support, rest them on top of your thigh. Draw the pelvis forward and then gently extend the right leg, pulling away. Each time you move into the stretch, can you just get a micro bit further? Every time you move in, stretching a little bit deeper, open out across that left hip flex, so across that groin area on that left side. Breathing in and breathing out as you stretch into it. Let's go for 8. And for 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1 more. Now hold it down there. Drop your hands as you frame the foot or sit inside the foot, either. Take a big breath. Extend your right leg, lift your toes to the sky, walk your hands back a little bit, and try and drop your chest over the right knee. Breathe into the whole entire line on the back of the right leg, down hamstring, cross the back of the knee, down the calf, and breathe towards your toes, holding that there. Just 5 more, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Pedal forwards. Lift your left knee away from the floor. Take your right arm to the sky. Find a twist. Hold for a moment. Stretch a little bit higher. Right hand now comes inside your right foot. Wriggle your right foot out. And now step it back to a high plank position. Pike your hips to the sky. And now walk it out. Pedal the feet. Bending your right, bending your left. Dropping one heel down. Inhale, breath, exhale. Now we're going to find our way through to a plank position. Draw your shoulders over the top of the hands. Soften the pelvis down. You can either untuck the toes or keep them curled to the floor. Lift the chest up. Take a little wriggle if it feels okay. Use your toes, press them back into the floor, lift your knees. Find high plank position. Hike the hips up. Gently lower the knees to the floor. High kneeling position. Hands to hips or on top of the right foot as it steps forward. Same side, so the right leg comes back in front, exactly the same. We go for a round 2. Press the hips forward, pull it back. So if you are confused, we're still on the right side. We're doing another round. Draw the hips down, draw the hips back. You can use your right leg there if you feel like you're a little off balance. Keeping your chest piercing up to the ceiling. Your shoulders are relaxed, your neck is nice and long. 8 more here. Can you get a little bit further now? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, and 3, and 2, hold on 1. Drop the hands and frame the foot. Stretch your right leg straight, walk the hands back accordingly, lift your toes or keep them pointed. Try and drop your chest over the top of the right knee. Square the hips as much as you can. Breathe some length into the back of that right leg. Does it feel a little looser than just a moment ago? Holding for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bringing it forward, and lift your left knee. Right onto the sky, find a twist. Hold it, reach a little bit higher if you can. Right hand now comes along the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Get strong, steady shoulders and hands. Right foot back, High plank. Pike the hips to the sky, pedal your feet out, go for a walk. Walk it out. Slowly find your high plank position, shoulders over the top of hands. Soften the pelvis, find your swan, untuckable, leave your toes there. However you feel, wriggle it out if it feels good. Breathe into the body. Curl your toes back if they're untucked. Lift your knees high plank. Pike your hips to the sky. This time right knee comes forward for pigeon pose. Leave your left leg long behind you. Now check in with the back leg. Can you untuck the toes? You need to leave them tucked in to support the knee. However you feel most comfortable, take that shape. If you feel like you have some space to walk down and rest your chest over the knee, go ahead. Soften into this position. We're here for a whole entire minute. So if you are uncomfortable at all, please wriggle yourself around to find a new position, whether that's just a flick of the toes, a wriggle of the knee, whatever you've got to do. Make sure that you're comfortable and not in any pain or not feeling any sharpness. Soften yourself into this position. Let the tension fade with every exhale breath. Take your thoughts somewhere a little softer, a little nicer, just to pass the time. Focus breathing through to the belly. And then think of expelling all of that air out with the exhale, not leaving any left behind in your lungs or your belly. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Use your hands, press into the floor, rise up through the chest. Now curl your left toes under into the floor and pike the hips back up. Now take the legs a little bit wider than your hips, maybe even to the edges of your mat. Pedal it out if you need to. Soften gently through both knees. Walk your hands towards your feet. Walk it in, leaving your tailbone lifted to the sky. Drop the heels once you arrive. Stay there with the legs a little bit wider than the hips. Drop the upper body. You can keep your knees soft, or you can pedal out, or you can stretch them straight. Grab hold of your elbows and fall a little heavier through your ragdoll. Option here is to swing a little bit from side to side, or rock your body and wave through the wind. Letting all of that weight go down towards the floor and out of your body. Think of all those heavy and negative thoughts just pouring down into the floor beneath you. Releasing it all out, your body becomes lighter and lighter, becomes softer and softer. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hands between your feet. Heel turn those legs into hip width apart. Soften the knees. Round into this body, round into the spine, round into your body, and roll yourself up all the way through to standing. At the top, take a shoulder roll. Tuck your chin back into your chest and roll down. Round your spine along the way. Keep your knees a little soft. And then start to lift your heels. Drop your hips down. Soften the knees onto the mat. And find high kneeling position, left leg steps forward. Hands to hips or resting over the left thigh. Let's go ahead and move in and gently pull and release back. Move into the stretch and gently release. Tongue-tied. Start to open out this right hip. Feel across the hip flexors through the groin area. Resting, pull it back. Can you, every time you move into the stretch, get a little bit further? Each time, micro bit deeper into that sensation. Here for 8 guys. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Hold on, 1. Drop the hands and frame your foot. Take a breath here. Exhale. Walk back. Stretch the left leg towards a straight line. Lift the toes if you can. Point is okay as well. Whatever you feel. Draw some space into the left thigh. Can you drop your chest closer and closer to the left knee? Breathe. Length. Find the space increasing down through the hamstring, back of the knee, calf, ankle, Achilles. Inhale. Exhale, stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pedal forward. Starting now to lift your right knee from the floor. Left arm to a twist to the sky. Hold for a moment, reach up a little higher. Left hand comes down and sits inside of your left foot. Walk your left foot out towards a little bit wider to the edge of the mat. Get strong hands, shoulders, step back, high plank. Pike the hips to the sky, pedal it out. Imagine yourself walking on the spot. Do your calves, do your ankles, your Achilles feel like they've opened up a little bit more. Walk it out. Inhale, exhale, double high rise through the heels. Find high plank. Soften the thighs down, find a swan. Untuck your toes or leave them as in. Lift the chest, drop the shoulders. Expand across your collarbones. A little wriggle if it feels okay. Curl the toes back in if they're untucked, high plank. Find yourself into pike. Take a nice big inhale. And with your exhale, we're gently going to lower the knees down to the floor. Bring the hands back and step forward left foot. Second round. So draw the hips, pull back. Reset, drawing back, pushing forward. So exactly the same. We're back on that left leg for a second stage, round 2. Breathe across the right hip. Get a little deeper, a little bit further every time. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, drop your hands and frame your foot. Extend the left leg, stretch the knee straight. Lift the toes or point them down to the floor. Can you square the hips up? Can you drop your chest over the top of that left knee? Find your breath and direct it into the hamstring and across the back of the kneecap. Down along your calf, through the ankle and Achilles. Hold for me for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pedal forward. Lift your right knee. Left arm to the sky, find a twist. Reach up, hold it. Stretch a little bit higher. Left hand comes along the inside of the left foot. Walk your left foot out a little wider to the edge of your mat. Strong hands, strong shoulders. Step your left foot back, high plank. Pike the hips to the sky. Go for a little walk. You can do double lifts, double drops. You can go single walks. Whatever's feeling good now. Find your way through high plank when you're ready. Soften the thighs. Find swan. Untuck the toes or leave them as is. Lift the chest, drop the shoulders. If you feel good, go for a little wriggle. Breathe throughout the body. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the knees, high plank. Pike the hips to the sky. And this time, step your left knee forward to your left wrist, ready for your pigeon pose on the left-hand side. Leave your right leg behind. Check in. Do I need to leave my toes tucked in? Or can I untuck them and just soften into the stretch a little bit deeper? Inhale. Exhale, if there's still some room for you, gently lower the arms to genies. Rest your chest. Breathe into the sensations. See if they pass. If they don't, readjust yourself. Get a little bit more comfortable. Make sure there's no pain, no strong, sharp sensations. Let your body melt. Let it soften underneath your breath. Direct your thoughts elsewhere if you need, if you're feeling yourself getting stuck in the moment and stuck in this discomfort. Breathe right into your belly and expel all of that air out. Inhale through the belly. Breathe it all out. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press your hands into the floor, lift your chest up. Find your way through a high plank position. And take the legs nice and wide so that you're a little bit wider than those hips once more. Walk your hands toward your feet. Once you arrive, get the heels to ground down. Drop the upper body. Let it become nice and heavy like a rag doll. Take your arms and interlace your fingertips behind your spine, just like we did a little bit earlier on. Stretch your elbows straight. Drop the crown of the head towards the floor. Think about your thumbs now coming back to the back of the head, back to the neck. Do you feel a little spacious? Find your breath. Can you drop your chest a little bit deeper to your knees? Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands towards the middle of your feet. Walk yourself out and find a 4-point kneeling position. Setting knees up under hips, hands up under shoulders. Bring the right hand to your forehead, leaving the palm facing down. Right elbow to the sky. And this time we're going to thread it underneath the left arm. Bring the hand back to the forehead. Open the elbow. Thread it underneath the left. If this feels good for you, stay here. But if you need to go a little bit stronger through the stretch, keep the arms straight and reach for the side. Thread under. Keep the arms straight and reach for the side. 2 more this side. And once more. And gently switching, left hand to forehead. Elbow lifting to the sky, thread it underneath the right. Elbow to the sky, hand to forehead, thread underneath the right. If you need to deeper stretch, arm goes straight. Find your twist, thread under the body once more. 2 to go. Thread it, bring it back. And once more, thread, and bring it back. Drop your hands down, swing yourself around onto your bottom. Lay on down and grab hold of your right knee, stretch your left leg long. Hold the right thigh against your belly, against your abdominals. Find a little massage. Circle it out. Massage the front of the hip. Use your thighs. It gently massages the belly. Stay with this for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the knee through center, through parallel. Stretch the leg nice and straight, or towards your straight. Hold somewhere behind the hamstring or the calf. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. See if you can find some length throughout the back of that leg. If you've got a good hold and there's a little bit of slack there, draw the shoulders back down. Inhale, wriggle out the foot. Draw some circles, twinkle your toes, point or flex. Hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bend your knee. Grab hold of the right knee with your left hand. Take it to your twist. Can you stretch your right arm out nice and wide outside of the right shoulder? Let your body relax into the twist. Softening those shoulders, lengthening the neck. You might gaze over the right hand and add that gentle neck stretch. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back through center. Hold your right knee, bring your left knee in, and give it a squeeze, give it a hug. You might even wrap your hands right around the top of the shins, or just loosely hold on. Once you have both knees and you've had a little wriggle and massage over the back of the spine, stretch your right leg long, continue to hold your left knee. Use a little energy through the arms, a little bit of force. Start to feel that massage taking place, either circles or just maybe a bit of movement from side to side as you massage over the hip, as you massage the belly, as you feel your thigh pressing down on your deep abdominals. Here we go for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and one. Draw the knee back through a parallel line through the line of your shoulder. Stretch the leg towards the sky. Hold onto the back of the hamstring or the calf. Lift your shoulders up. Reaching into that full length, that full extension of the leg. If there's some slack there, drop the shoulders back to the floor. If it's not here, you might want to keep the shoulders up and look towards your belly or your right toes. Maybe even softening the knee a little bit here. Start to wriggle out your foot. Circle and twinkle the toes. Point and flex. Any movement there just to bring all of that energy through towards the tips of the toes. Holding 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bend through your knee. Take your knee across towards the right side. Stretch your left arm out in line with your left shoulder. Option to gaze over the left hand, or maybe just bring your gaze into a more neutral position. Soften into the body, through the ribcage, through the spine, through the waistband. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your time. Bring yourself slowly into the center. Stretch your left leg all the way down to meet your right leg. Reach your arms up and over your head. Fingertips to toes. You're completely stretched out and fully extended through the body. Lift your arms to the sky. Prepare for your Pilates. Roll up head, neck, and shoulders with next. Look towards your belly button. Peel your shoulders up. Dive forward, reaching for the toes. Exhale. Rebuild the spine, roll the shoulders, find your way into a shoelace. We're going to go left foot on the left leg on the bottom, right leg's going to wrap over the top. See how far you can go. Maybe knees stack each other, or perhaps you're in more of a crossed leg position. So settle the sit bones down towards the mat. Walk the hands forward if there's still some space. If you feel like this is strong enough and intense enough, just upright, please just melt there. Otherwise, just walk yourself out until you find your sweet spots. Focus on your breathing here. This can be quite a strong stretch. As we hold it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your time just to rebuild. Right leg comes across to the outside edge of the corner of your mat. Little rotation through the body. Inhale the arms up and over your head. Folding forward, diving towards your toes. Stay here for 8 counts. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Rebuild here. Let's go ahead and stack the right leg on the bottom, taking the left towards the top, setting up for shoelace on the other side. Wriggle your sit bones down. Notice if upright is for you. If there's still space, walk it out. Gently continue stretching further forwards. Exhaling your way, getting a little bit deeper. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Restack. Vertebrae upon vertebrae. Left leg up to the corner of the mat. Rotating your body a little over the top of the thigh. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, stretch forwards. Reaching for your toes or your shin. Dropping the chest down further and further to your knee or thigh. And releasing here for these final 8 counts. Last 3, 2, and 1. Take your time, bring it all back up. Easy cross leg position. And shake it all out. Take an inhale. Lift your arms up and over your head towards the sky. Palms joining together through prayer. As we exhale, we guide them to our third eye. Hope and dreams. Bring your hands to your lips. Truth and honesty. And hands to your heart for love and compassion. Blink your eyes. Well done. And thank you so much for joining. And I will see you very soon.